Your community has a brownfield property in the middle of town that you'd like to redevelop, but how would you go about doing it? That was the question posed to this group of high school students and possible future environmental engineers at this educational workshop held recently at the West Virginia Brownfields Conference in Morgantown.
We touch on and explain what brownfields are, the redevelopment of impacted old industrial property into something that's better for the community, from an economic perspective, from an environmental perspective, and from an engineering perspective. So how are we going to address and engineer control some of the impacts that have occurred environmentally, historically on the site?
The teams of students were given details of a real, undeveloped brownfield site somewhere in West Virginia and tasked with coming up with a plan to bring it back into productive use. The goal was to help them turn classroom knowledge into practical application.
They have a basic understanding of chemistry and environmental issues, but they don't know how to apply it in the real world. So this gives them an exposure on how to take a physical science, an environmental science, an engineering science, and then use it and apply it to a real life situation to better the community.
Did you know much about brownfields before coming into this?
No.
No, so what did you find out today?
They're kind of common. They're more common than you would think they were. Yeah. And they're definitely a better use of resources than going from something that hadn't been developed on before. And it's better for our environment and better for public health and stuff like that. That's an area that was kind of interesting, how it helped kind of our communities and our public health and that kind of aspect.
Okay, and last question, does this kind of give you some thought career-wise?
Yeah, I definitely think that it opened up our eyes to different kinds of careers in this, not only the building aspect, but the environmental and kind of the health concerns and that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I think it was helpful in learning that kind of area.
The students then presented their proposals to a panel of remediation specialists and site developers for critique.
They have very good ideas, and most of them wanted to see an end use that was green, something that could be used by all generations, and recreation was big. This is a multi-faceted, interdisciplinary field, so you have to work with the engineers and the financial components and the city planners. So I think they need to learn this early and know that their voice is important. And being that champion in their community.
In Morgantown, I'm Mike Huff for Environment Matters. Thanks for watching.